I can start with. Give me a wee second.
It's been a bad day for passenger Terry Breeny. He's already missed 2 flights to Liverpool.
21:30 is the next one. 9:30.
9:30? Well, I'll just need to wait, won't I?
The first time he was held up at security and then he failed to change his booking, so he missed his second flight. He's now trying for a third.
At the gate, did the girls say they were changing anything at all for you?
She said no. She says, oh, somebody will come and escort you somewhere. So I sat and waited, and nobody came. Then I tried to board the 6:25 flight, and she says, I told you to go to departures. But she hadn't told me to go to back to the departure, or whatever it was, you know, booking in.
Yep.
So I just felt a bit let down with the staff.
It's £25 to change to the next flight.
I need to use plastic, yeah.
Visa then, is it?
Yeah.
There you go, that's it all done for you.
So what, do you need to check in again and go through the whole rigmarole again?
If you go straight over towards desk number 6 or 7, I'll get the girls to check you in there for you.
Alright, that's brilliant,
Alright.
mate. Thanks a lot.
Alrighty, thanks, mate.
That was the one I checked in earlier.
No, issue there for the Liverpool flight is delayed until 21:55.
1:55.
Yep.
What
You
gate?
need to be there for 9:30 at least. Try and be there for 9 o'clock.
Alright, thanks a lot, sweetheart.
Hopefully this will be third time lucky for Terry. Over in Belfast, the third Liverpool flight's boarding, and team leader Stephen Smith is being extra vigilant.
The gentleman that missed the flight earlier, he didn't turn up at the gate. We think he's gone to the bar. So at the moment we're just trying to get his bag details because we want to make sure if he has gone to the bar that and we don't let him fly if he's in a bad state, then we need to be able to get his bag offloaded as quickly as possible. So rather than risk delaying the flight, we're going to try and find his bag now and just keep it as the last bag to go on board.
Do you want to just step over to the side?
Can someone give us a phone?
Had a few coffees since the last time we spoke to you.
I've had a couple of lagers, yeah.
Unfortunately, sir, you're not going to fit the travel tonight because you've had drink consumed, so we'll have to transfer you on to tomorrow's flight.
Did you look drunk to you?
Yes, I can smell the drink off you, sir.
I've had 2 pints of shandy.
Sir, I was at the gate when you arrived 1.5 hours late.
I've got a bad cold. I've had 2 pints of shandy. I am not
I'm
drunk.
afraid there's more than that. You definitely aren't travelling on this service.
That's
Your
out
bag's
the
been
order.
offloaded, I'm afraid.
No, that's out the order, that.
Can you just have a wee seat there for me? I'll go and check
That's out the
outside.
order,
Yeah,
that.
just have
I've
a
had
wee
2
seat
pints
for
of
me.
shandy.
Just have a wee seat for me. I'll go and ask here again. But just have a wee
I
seat.
mean, my friend's waiting in Liverpool.
We'll get you on tomorrow.
I'm not going to
We'll
get
you
legless,
transferred.
no.
No, just have a wee seat for me. I'll just go and double check here.
And the captain's requested any drink he's not getting on.
Any at all?
No, any drink, any easy.
He didn't.
We're talking not.
If says I was drunk earlier on, that's why they never let me on the flight. I was an hour and a half late. I wasn't an hour and a half late. I was up at the gate.
But the problem is with the drink earlier and the 2 lager
I hadn't been
shandies.
drinking earlier.
Well,
Came here sober.
people that spoke to you down in the,
3:30.
in the check-in hall and so on said they were
So
able to
I
smell
speak
drink.
sometimes, you think, oh, he's had a drink, and I've not had a drink. I've had 2 lager shandies tonight.
Right. Well, the problem is with the. We've explained to the captain what exactly happened today.
Yeah.
And he has said that if you've had any more drinks since this afternoon's flight, he won't accept
But
you in the
I've
aircraft.
never had
so
any drink this afternoon.
Unfortunately, they have to err on the side of caution in case there's any
It's only
problems.
30 minutes to get to Liverpool. I'm not to sit there
But
quietly.
at 30,000 feet, they can't take any risk of anything. So unfortunately, they won't carry you tonight. You have to transfer to tomorrow's flight.
That's ridiculous. So she's assuming the day that I'd been drinking when I wasn't. So she's in the wrong, because
Yeah.
I've not had a drink. I'm not going to come to the airport drunk. You know, I'm getting So I've got to wait, because I missed the 5:15 flight. Nobody gave me any help. So I went to try and board the 6:25 flight. Now you're talking to somebody who's supposed to be drunk. I'm not drunk. No. So I wait and I have a couple of shandies, and now I'm not allowed in the plane. That's a take.
Well, you're too aggressive already now to be going
Getting
in any.
aggressive. I'm not aggressive.
Well, I consider you.
No aggressive.
Yeah.
Be angry.
Well, with the
I've sat
alcohol
here all
and-
day. And 2 lager shandies. I'm coherent. I know the times I missed. Yes, I did try to board the other plane at
Yeah.
6. Because none of you came and helped me.
We explained to you that we were busy
know.
that time if you just sat down and waited for
Right,
us.
so the plane's away then.
Yeah. If you come back with me here, I'll get you back down to the sales desk and see about transferring you to another flight.
What, tonight?
No, not tonight. There's no flights.
And where am I supposed to stay tonight?
Unfortunately, that's up to you.
As the Liverpool flight pushes back, all Stephen can do for Terry is to get him transferred onto the morning flight. Let's hope it'll be fourth time lucky.
So you'll be staying in the airport here, are you, tonight, yeah?
Oh, nowhere else.
Right, no problem. If you just give me 1 second, we'll put you on the flight 8:15 in the morning.
Here, do you want to use the phone here?
Aye, phone my mate.
Yeah, have you got the number there?
Aye, I've got his mobile. Hello, Wayne. You're not going to believe this. They're not letting me on the plane because I've had a couple of shakers. You've no money and you're starving. Well, tell easyJet to send you a meal. All right, done well, got. He's really. He's meant to be picking his daughter up and everything this morning. He's no money. And I know I was a wee bit, but my aggression wasn't towards you. It was getting about with a wee lassie who doesn't know what she's talking about. Sometimes I might appear, oh, that guy's had a drink. No. You'd know when I've got a drink.
Right.
Yeah?
He seemed perfectly fine to me, and I was actually, in my opinion, I would have, if it had been up to me, I would have been quite happy that he flew. Problem was, some things maybe have been passed on and said to the dispatcher and the captain, and it's them who make the final decision. Once he heard that there was any alcohol involved at all, since he had missed his earlier flight, he had said no, that he wasn't allowed to fly. So I think it's a case of the stories got built up about what he's been doing, but when I actually saw him and so on, I really wished he had been able to fly.
I might as well get our own boat and row there. It'd be a lot quicker. It's a joke. It shouldn't be called easyJet. It's easy everybody off.
With the nightmares of the day behind him, Terry settles down for a well-earned sleep.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Where is your hotel?
The city centre of the Belfast.
Right, you're not going to... Do you have anything photographic at all? Any photographic ID? Because you can't travel without it.
Sunghwa Zhao has been travelling with friends from Newcastle. She's booked on the last flight from Belfast to Edinburgh, but she's left her passport at a hostel in the city centre.
What's your advice?
The only thing would be really tomorrow morning's flight. The only thing I can suggest is that you dash to Belfast, come back. I'll be here till at least 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we'll see what we can sort out for you when you come back, if you've missed all the flights. But I mean, then you're going to be coming all the way back to then maybe not get on a flight. It's up to you whether you'd be safer to change to tomorrow's flight.
I go back to Belfast if the time is not enough. Just change tomorrow morning.
Change to tomorrow morning, yeah. Okay, so we'll see you when you get back. Fingers crossed.
With less than an hour to make a return trip to the city centre, time's going to be tight. Over in Belfast, Sunghwa Zhao and her friends should be well on their way to the hostel, but there's been a change of plan.
So can you change to
The Newcastle, maybe. The time is enough.
The Newcastle, you still need to be back here for 5 to 9 to get on the Newcastle flight.
Just wait here.
Sunghwa has now decided to try and catch the last flight to Newcastle with her friends and spend the weekend with them.
24 this hostel to tell them.
This one here?
Yes. And
To make sure she gets that flight, she wants the hostel to send her passport direct by taxi.
Can you remember your room number?
28.
28.
27. 26. 哪里？
今天29 27
27.
27.
Yes.
Oh, hello, my name's Tracy. I work for easyJet at Belfast International Airport. I have a passenger here who has left their passport in your hostel. Is there any way that you could put that in a taxi and get it to the airport, and the passenger will pay for the taxi once it arrives? It's just otherwise she isn't going to be able to travel tonight. Thanks for your help now. Thank you. Bye. They definitely have your passport there. He's going to ring me back and try and arrange to get the passport in a taxi as quickly as possible. So as soon as he rings me back, we'll go from there and see what we can do for you, okay?
The hostel's happy to help, but will the taxi arrive in time? The Newcastle flight is about to leave. And there's still no sign of Sunghwa's passport.
little nervous.
Just 50 minutes left.
With check-in about to close, it's not looking good.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Hello? Okay, hello? This way? Hello? Hello? Sir? Just for the passport.
Are you want to pay that?
Yeah. How much?
25.
25? Okay, thank you very much,
Okay,
sir.
all the best.
Okay.
Careful.
Oh.
The taxi might have arrived, but is it too late?
Hello?
Hi there.
Yes. So, passport is here.
Right, do you want to go
What
to
I should do
Newcastle?
next? Yes,
Newcastle. I'll transfer you both onto the Newcastle jet, no problem. So at least you're getting to fly.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
She may not be going to Edinburgh, but with the delights of Newcastle's nightlife ahead, Sungwa's not too disappointed.
There are a lot of club in Newcastle. I just celebrate for today, maybe.
You might go clubbing.
Yes,
Of course.
it's my hometown. I love Newcastle.
Your hometown?
Yes, that's where I'm from.
After a stressful hour, Sungwa and her friends are clear for takeoff. Stacey Rankin has been in Belfast on business and has turned up just 2 days late for her Newcastle flight.
Just said the flight's full. I can't get back till Monday.
Flight is completely full.
Supervisor Edith McNeil hates seeing a passenger in trouble.
She's got her daughter at home. She's got to get home to Newcastle, and I think her company have messed up her booking. Really, they've booked her on the wrong day, and she's absolutely desperate to get back. I know it's fully booked, but there's sometimes a lot of people who don't actually turn up for a flight, you know. So let's go and we'll have a look at this. Don't worry about it, Stacey. It'll be okay, honestly. Do you want to have a seat over there, and I'll go and sort it out for you? The flights are fully booked. There is a football match tomorrow, so obviously we've got quite a lot of football supporters who are wanting to get on the flight as well. There's a fair possibility that everybody is going to turn up and she's not going to get a seat available. She's absolutely desperate to get to Newcastle, and the last flight goes to Newcastle today at 3:10. There are no other ones. Because now your flight's closed off, so I'm on with easyJet and we're trying to get you a seat released on that 3:10 flight to Newcastle. Can I ask you just to sit tight there for me a minute or two? All right?
Thank you.
I'll be back with you. You're all right. I'll be back with you in a second, okay?
Basically, I'm stuck. There's no hotel, nothing. I've got my daughter to get home to.
Tomorrow, fully booked Newcastle completely, so she's not going to get on tomorrow either if she doesn't make today.
Hopefully I'll get on the flight.
It's a waiting game for Stacey in Belfast.
Just taking a look at the system here, and there's still 37 people left to check in, and the queue over there is quite large at the moment, so I really don't think she's going to get on. But I don't want to go over and tell her to upset her anymore. I'm sure she's going to be devastated if she doesn't get on.
Can't get on this flight, then I'm just going to have to try and get home somehow. I'm just going to have to try. I don't know how I'm going to.
Anyone for Newcastle? Yes. Go to desk 6 and 7, please. Just go to desk 6 and 7, please. Newcastle. Let's go there to desk 6 and 7, please. Newcastle. Looks like at the minute we've got 22 passengers in the queue, so I'm just going to go back to the sales desk here and check how many seats we've got available. There's 22 people in the closeout queue for the flight, so that means there's 4 seats available. Anyone else for Newcastle?
With minutes to go before the flight closes, Edith makes a final call.
Newcastle? Right. Come on over. Right. We've got 3 minutes, so we're going to start to process you. Right. And if no one else turns up, well, we'll get you on, okay?
Oh, I'm sure.
Sure you are. I see somebody coming running in that door any minute. Did you tell your daughter yet you were going to be able to get her?
I can't speak to anybody. I'm just like, I don't know what to say to her. She'd only get upset anyway.
Right. I'm going to send this lady over then. All right. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Right. Going to get you on. Okay. So just about the flight's just about to close, so no one else has turned up. So you're going to get
Fantastic.
on.
Thank you so much for all your help. Calming me down. I'm over the moon. I can't believe it.
There you go.
Right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Just run over there to desk 6 and 7. You can go and check it. Okay.
I give you, yeah? I give you...
At Luton Airport, Polish passenger Sebastian Zappart has already been offloaded from one flight and he's having serious trouble getting on another one.
£200,
Sir,
yeah?
I don't want to have...
Listen,
No.
I give you a £200, I give you to Poland, yeah?
Unfortunately for him, Supervisor Mary Hosier thinks he's had too much to drink.
You're not travelling today, sir.
Why?
Because you are drunk.
Who?
You are drunk.
Who is drunk?
You are. So
I
you're
am
not
drunk?
travelling
Yes,
today.
you, Sebastian.
I am drunk. You're crazy.
I know, but
Listen.
I'm glad you find it funny. You won't find it so funny if you turn around. Just turn around.
Yeah.
Turn around. Turn around.
No.
There we go.
Listen.
You're not going anywhere.
Hello, Sebastian.
I've told him tomorrow,
already
but you
told
won't
you.
have it.
I was before, yeah? Today.
Yeah, not today. Too much drink. I told you.
Cool.
Too much beer. I told you. No.
Cool.
Tomorrow.
Cool.
He keeps asking who's drunk. He says he's not
You're
drunk.
drunk.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're crazy. Listen.
I'm not arguing with
Listen.
you.
Alright?
Don't shout and don't point.
Listen. I was here, yeah? I was here 6
you had
o'clock,
too
yeah?
much to
I
drink.
was here 6 o'clock, yeah? Okay.
You're not flying.
It's a stalemate.
You listen to me?
I'm listening to you.
Listen to me?
Back in Luton, Sebastian still reckons he's sober enough to get his flight home to Poland.
I was here, yeah?
You were here this morning, but you were too late for your flight.
Yeah.
You paid £25.
I paid to
Yes,
£25, yeah?
Yes, to get onto the next flight.
And no, next flight.
Yes,
And
but
here
hang on.
easyJet,
Yes.
I buy here, yeah?
Yes, but you're too drunk to travel.
What?
Yes.
Too much beer.
You've had too much beer. Okay. Now listen to me, Sebastian. Listen. You don't go now peacefully. This gentleman will take you out, and you will never travel with this airline again. Because if you get arrested, you cannot travel with this airline.
Arrested?
So you have a choice.
No beer.
I don't know.
Just coffee. Sebastian.
I don't understand.
Sebastian.
I want to.
Sebastian.
I pay for this, yeah.
Yeah. And you'll be able to fly tomorrow. Pick up your bag and time to go. Last chance. Out or get arrested. Your choice.
All right.
Your choice. I'm being polite. Out.
All right.
Come back tomorrow morning. Now, no more arguing.
Tomorrow
Out.
morning,
Tomorrow
yeah.
morning.
All right.
No beer.
I.
No beer.
All right.
Tomorrow
no
morning.
beer. Yeah. All right. I tell to my.
Sadly for Sebastian, the officers are fast losing their patience.
All right.
Right, under arrest.
Oh dear.
You have to be calm with them, because if you try and go up to their level, it only makes them worse. So you try and keep calm, and I just sort of said to him, stop pointing. You know, we'll advise you this is what you can do. If you don't do it, then it's a case of you're not going to go. These gentlemen will arrest you, and that's what's happened. It's a case now that we won't accept him, whether any other airline will, but they won't accept him in that condition at all today.
Can't leave anything here, I'm afraid.
At the sales desk, Supervisor Edith McNeil has a passenger with a weight problem.
You're actually only allowed to carry a maximum of 50 kilos of baggage. You've actually got you've got more than 53 kilos of excess baggage, and it makes it £212.
So I can't take it in as hand luggage?
No, madam. You're either prepared to pay for the excess baggage and travel, or else we'll just have to refuse you travel. But you will still have to pay the excess baggage if you wish
Ruth
to fly.
Chollam and her son have 73 kilos of luggage. That's 53 kilos over her allowance. At £4 a kilo, that'll cost £212, which is money she doesn't have.
All I can offer to do for you is transfer your flight. We will do that for you free of charge, purely as a goodwill gesture. The next flight isn't until 9:20 this evening.
I have to make this one, please.
I'm sorry, madam.
unless you can pay for the excess baggage, I'm afraid you cannot make the flight.
I'm going to Nigeria today.
I'm sorry, there's...
Let me take a lot out and go. Let me take a lot.
Your flight's closing. There's no way they're going to take you.
I'm ready. I want to go. Let me take off. Let me take a lot off so that
But it's too late. The flight's closing, madam. The flight...
Please.
Well, if you want to go and do that and then come back to me, yeah, we'll try. We'll try.
Oh.
With all the charges, because the excess baggage is obviously quite a lot of money, the lady's saying that she doesn't have the money to pay for it, so she's trying to reduce it, unfortunately, until she comes back and we see what she can reduce it by. We don't know if she's going to be able to travel or not.
In Belfast, Ruth's got 3 minutes to lighten her load and make her flight.
Let me just throw away everything. I have to go with this flight.
A sack full of clothes lighter, but will that be enough to allow her to travel?
Pop that other one on there for me, madam. What have we got now? How much? 50. Don't will you get me dispatching the phone 46? Kira, it's Edith here. Who's dispatching the Gatwick? You are. Right. Got a bit of a story here. Got a lady with an infant and 2 large pieces of luggage. We've kind of got it reduced to about 50 kilos. So we want to know, will you take her? Okay, just going to check and see if the bags have left yet, okay? If the bags have, madam, there's nothing really we can do. Still there.
Okay, there'll be 2 more pieces going through outside. Apparently they're quite heavy, so just be careful.
Okay, you want to come with me? Okay, madam, that is £110 then, please. Okay, go ahead. Okay, you're going to need to do this really quickly. Pack supervisor to borders.
Having now been accepted onto the flight, Ruth decides there's some clothes she just can't live without.
What gate are we going to go with this, Lyden? Or sorry, I'm going to need you to go, madam. Okay, right, madam, I need you to take this. Thank you. Miss Chollam is now on the flight with the baby and she's gone. However, we did have to offload 20 kilos of luggage from her, which is the total baggage allowance for 1 passenger. So give you an idea of how much baggage she was carrying. But she is now on the flight and that's it. Thank goodness.
Bristol Airport. Check-in for Inverness is open and luggage is moving smoothly off down the ramp. Except that is for student Peter Loveday and his friends.
If you can get some kind of bubble wrap or packaging for them, then we'll accept them, otherwise we can't accept them.
Okay, how long have we got anyway?
We've got an hour and 2 minutes, so by 12 o'clock.
Ooh, okay.
We're cycling John O'Groats to Land's End, and we've just been told we need boxes for our bikes. We haven't got any boxes, and we might not be able to fly, which is a bit of a pain.
Doing it for charity, so it's a real pain.
What charity are you doing it for?
A charity called the Miles of James House, it's a children's hospice, so it's a good cause. But obviously we need to get our bikes on, otherwise we're not going to be able to do it. So
we get paid to drive.
What they really need are 4 £80 padded bike bags, readily available from your local bike shop. But being students, they've come up with a slightly cheaper alternative. Cardboard boxes from Smith's. Oh, and a beach mat.
How sufficient? Do you have to cover the wheels or what?
It has to be pretty covered because, I mean, if the pedals rip through that, we're talking about the whole of the aircraft getting damaged.
It's the time element. It's just we didn't plan on doing this. We thought it would be straightforward, take your bike on.
With limited packaging available, the boys have less than an hour to wrap their bikes securely. At Bristol, the boys have been busy wrapping their bikes in, well, whatever they can lay their hands on.
May not look pretty, but as long as it works.
But it's Supervisor Michelle who's going to have to OK the wrapping before they can check in.
Unusual wrapping. I think I need a little bit more tape round. Yeah, just to make it look... It's quite bizarre, actually.
As long as I get the pedal up.
Yes, if you can get out of the way, that's fine. Yeah. Cool. think perhaps the guy's worked on Blue Peter at some time or another. It's quite bizarre, but it's better than nothing.
Michelle's fairly forgiving, which is good, because the reason for the Demelza James House charity trip is more heartfelt than Peter first let on.
James is my cousin, and he died of a terminal illness called MPS when he was 11 years old. And they set up, my auntie and uncle set up a charity called James House in order to help children. And I thought it was a worthy cause to support, so that's why I'm getting some money for that. So
Nearly done. John, how's yours coming along?
running low on car.
With only one bike covered and another 3 to go, the boys are rapidly running out of time.
The truth is that if we run out of cardboard, we can't go on this trip, unfortunately. So it's a major emergency.
In Bristol, having completely run out of cardboard, the boys' efforts have stalled and Michelle's not impressed.
That's awful. We have a plethora of packaging. Finish off with a bit of plastic from a drinks bottle over on that side. I think we might have to do a little bit better with that one.
But luckily, Peter and John have rustled up a substitute. More beach mats.
These are our beach mats. Going to come in quite handy on the tour, I'm sure. But yeah, hopefully we'll cover our bikes. So.
We have 10 minutes, lads, to check in on this flight.
One more time. Is that ready?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get you that checked in. Yeah, you can. It's like it's a knockout. Who's going to get the bike first so they can get it on board? I think because it is for a charity bike ride, we've been extra lenient here because it's not the best. Any more passengers travelling to Inverness?
With only minutes to spare, the boys and their alternative bike bags are finally allowed to check in.
Are we all in? Done and dusted? Too sweet then. We'll board in about 2 seconds.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot, lads.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, bye. Well, we got them on. Well, there's about 30 seconds before boarding.
In Belfast, the afternoon flight for Berlin is open. Damien Szymanski's friends have checked in, but he hasn't.
Somebody lost their passport.
Yes, I have this is my license.
Okay.
Because somebody stole my documents 1 year ago. I have report from police.
Do you have it there, sir?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Damien claims he hasn't been home to see his wife and daughter in almost 2 years. But without correct ID, it's up to Edith McNeil to try and get him back for Christmas.
I have go tonight, you know.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do for you.
I'm very nervous because
Okay, we'll see what we can do for
I
you.
wasn't 2 years in my country. I saw my daughter, my wife. And this is a report from police.
Okay.
Laura McCanus.
That's fine.
Yes,
You give me a minute and I'll make a phone call,
problem.
okay?
No problem.
Thank you. Mercedes, hello, it's Edith in Belfast. I'm okay, I've got a bit of a problem here. I've got a passenger who's travelling to Berlin and he's Polish national, and the gentleman has actually lost his passport. It's been stolen. He has a police report from the PSNI here in Northern Ireland. Really what I'm wanting to know is, because it's Christmas, he's going home to his family, is there any way we can authorise it if I speak to Berlin, if they will... Thank you, bye-bye. Sir, when was your passport lost?
1 year ago was.
You 1 year ago?
Is late, yeah.
Sir, there's absolutely no way we will let you fly with that.
Because?
Because it's, for a start, you don't have a passport, okay? This is over a year old. It's completely invalid now. We as an airline will not accept that.
But my license?
No, you cannot travel on your license, sir. I'm sorry, sir, you cannot travel. There's no way. Sorry.
Okay.
No way, sorry.
Yeah? Yeah.
No.
2 years.
He hasn't been home for 2 years and he's got a 2.5-year-old baby which he hasn't seen since the baby's been 6 months old. I want him to get there, but he needs the proper documentation, and I'm afraid the photocopy of the police report being over a year out of date just can't cut it.
Stuck in Belfast, Damien's phoned his wife for help.
easyJet? I speak with my wife now, and she told me as I need documents with a passport or other documents with picture.
No, sir, you need a passport.
Marta,
Unfortunately, the nearest Polish embassy is in Scotland.
Or.
Sir, I can assure you, trust me, you need a passport. I promise. All I can do is transfer your flight to Edinburgh tomorrow and see if you can get a passport.
This is for months. I check this.
Sir, you have to try again. That's all we can do. No? Okay.
No, thank you.
There's increasingly little chance he'll make it home, so Damien tries to send his daughter's presents back.
Yes. Can I send just my baggage?
No, sir.
I paid for ticket.
I'm sorry, sir. Absolutely not, sir. No, I'm sorry. Very sorry, but no.
With no options left, he admits defeat.
Right. Okay, you transfer now to Edinburgh. Okay, on the 6 o'clock flight. That's fine. I hope you get home for Christmas.
Yeah, let's do Edinburgh. Tomorrow will be an adventure because I don't know Edinburgh. Nothing. I never wasn't. It's adventure. I must find a Polish embassy. I have number. My wife sent me Polish embassy and the Edinburgh number. And I try find tomorrow. Yeah.
Today, 6 members of the Spears family are travelling from Belfast to Glasgow for a very special occasion.
We're going for a 70th birthday party, family reunion thing. And we've got the birthday girl with us.
We're all going out, the whole family. There'll be 20 of us, my daughters and son-in-laws and grandchildren.
It's the first time everybody's been together for probably ever.
Or at least it should be.
You've got a problem.
Alison thought she booked the tickets months ago on the internet, but something's gone horribly wrong.
I just presumed that the flights were booked, but they're saying they've no record of our names on the flight.
Did you get a wee reference number now?
I think that's where the problem is. There's no reference number.
And this isn't the first time that jinxed Alison has completely messed up an internet booking.
We're not booking any more flights.
She's done it 3 times. And every time she's booked the flights, we haven't got on the plane.
The family's only option is to dig deep and buy new seats.
It's working out really, really dear. 1,139.88.
No. We're not going to pay £1,000 to fly to Glasgow and back, so we ain't going to Glasgow.
Not exactly the news mother-in-law Margaret will want to hear on her birthday.
She's not happy.
She's disgusted. They're not one on Sunday afternoon.
The Spears family in Belfast are still desperately trying every which way to get to Glasgow for Margaret's 70th party.
Have all your IDs there for me?
Due to Alison's mistake, the only affordable way for the family to travel to Glasgow is to come back a day later, meaning the kids will miss a day of school.
629.88.
Go for it. I hope. Not many people would do this for their mother-in-law. It was her daughter that made the mistake with it. Not my fault.
Paul's done it. The family's going. But was his mother-in-law really aware of how close her party was to being pooped?
I know, all right. That's why I was sitting down.
That one. Okay, that's weird.
And she has to face facts. It's her beloved daughter Alison who nearly ruined it all.
I didn't think she'd made a mistake, had you? What had you done?
In different ways.
You want to know? I didn't think it was her fault, but maybe it is.
Paul remains surprisingly philosophical.
Why get angry? When you make a mistake, you make a mistake. You didn't do it on purpose, so we'll worry about it when we get home.
Supervisor Edith McNeil meets a merry passenger with a shaggy dog story.
What have you done?
Security kept me back.
Oh, I don't believe you.
That's for the Holy Bible.
Due to an extensive security search, Johnny Gilmore has missed the Liverpool flight and is hoping for some sympathy.
Right.
Because a couple of cams and a couple of dogs I had in my fucking bag.
You had a what, sir?
A couple of dogs.
Dogs? In your bag?
Yep.
What do you mean, dogs?
Wee musical dogs.
Okay, let me see them.
They're beautiful.
I have to see these now.
But I took a batteries out of them and all.
All right.
Yeah, no, took a batteries out of them. And they're
The musical dogs.
there's the musical dogs.
Okay, let me see.
They're beautiful.
Oh, they are lovely.
Yep, and that's from my gear pants.
What we're going to have to do is get you on the next flight, and the next flight goes at 6:25.
Go ahead. Go
Right?
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we'll get you transferred then. We have a
Right.
picture. Have you got the wee dogs
I
back
got
in
my
there?
wee dogs back on again, and I'll have to phone her now and say the Lord's Prayer over and go.
But you need to give me £25 first.
I have to give you £25
You have to give me
for it.
£25.
Here.
What?
We'll take an IOU.
I can't take an IOU. Sure, I would if I could, but I can't.
But Mir, I'm only a man of the dough. I can afford an IOU at £25 fucking pound.
You give me £25, I'll get you transferred over, okay? That's
Fair enough.
fantastic. Thank you
Fair enough.
very much. Now, can I ask you to do something else for me?
Yep.
And I'm very serious about this. All right? Not one drop of alcohol. Do you hear me?
Plan.
Okay, not
Plan.
one.
Right?
Well, you have a seat over there for me for 2 minutes, and as soon as they get your bag, I'll get it straight to you, and then you've got to check in. But you promised me now, you've got no more.
Hi Mir, you don't even know me.
Go and have a seat over there for me for
I
2
will.
minutes.
I'll do be praying all night for me.
Right, no bother. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hands full today.
As Johnny waits, Edith attempts to locate his offloaded bag from the earlier Liverpool flight.
There's a gentleman was offloaded from the Liverpool flight with a bag. Where's the bag? Because the gentleman's booked on the next flight and it's going to close shortly and he needs to get checked in to get away down to the gate. Thanks, bye. Okay, they've just closed check-in now and I'm afraid his bag still hasn't come down yet, so I'll give it a couple of minutes and then if his bag does come down, I'll certainly ask dispatch to, see if we can take him. So at the moment, check-in's closed. Sir, you're not going to get on. Next flight isn't going to be until 9:30. Can transfer you onto that, but it's going to take. That's the next flight you can get on.
And what's all the hurl up? Just all I have to do is fucking lift my bag up and bring it up. It's only
not
one
quite
wee
that-
fucking courier bag.
It's not quite that simple, sir.
Isn't it? What are they going to do with it?
Well, I'm afraid it has to go back into the system to be rechecked in again, and
So
there
what do
is.
they want to recheck it for when they fucking check the
Well,
same
sir, it
time?
has to be re-X-rayed and everything again because it is going on to another flight now. It's not gone on the flight
Right,
you originally
just give it
booked
back
on.
to me and then I can get on it.
Well, it's not actually security now, sir.
Oh,
They have got-
that's your hands now.
Yeah.
But there, when the man stand out behind the plane says, "Is that your bag?" and I says, "Aye." So I could have went down and lifted it off his hand.
Well, they've got to take it down.
No,
through
but I mean,
again,
I
sir.
could have went down and took it off his hand.
Well, they've got
You know,
to
I'm
take
not
it
being
down.
ignorant
No,
or fucking. I'm just being. We'll have a talk. And I'm not being going to
Well,
get
like
over
I
the
say, sir, I
fucking
can
barrel.
get you on to the next flight if you want to go on it. It's at 9:30.
All right. Yep, I will.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks.
Bride-to-be Kelly McLaughlin and her cowgirls are going on a hen weekend.
Fogging the times on mine.
Even though Kelly has known the girls for years, she's made a basic error.
I booked it on the internet and booked all their own names. These are everybody's maiden names instead of their married names, so blame me.
Yes, so anything with their married names on it, they need up.
No, they're maiden
ID.
Maiden names.
Maiden names.
It's a calamity for 3 of the girls, but one of their husbands is on his way, hopefully with all the right documents.
He's to go to her house, and her house to get all the certificates, to bring them up to show to the counter. So,
And then we'll be able to go in.
then we'll go. Well, he's nearly here. He's about 20 minutes. I think he'll make it.
20 minutes?
20 minutes. 10? She might give us a wee bit longer. Time he goes to all their houses and gets their documents. Trying to be nice and polite now. It's not happening. Oh, right, okay, that's great. See you then, right, bye. He's on his way up, he's near up to us.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Hello, Ed, it's me. Where are you now? Just the roundabout, the big one? About 5 minutes away then? Okay, thank you. Bye. The big roundabout. Tell, come on with it.
With time against them, the posse go outside to meet the car.
We're all out the front, Erin.
With their flight about to leave, the majority of the girls head inside, leaving the unlucky three waiting outside. Finally, Eddie arrives with only minutes to spare. He's got documents for 2 of the girls.
Thanks very much, thanks.
But it's bad news for Mary. Her documents couldn't be found. The girls don't want to give up on Mary, but they haven't got much time to sort it out.
10 or 8 or something.
Is she away? We should have suggested it.
I know.
Out there. Never thought.
I'll ring her.
Finally, the girls have got a plan. They're going to chip in and pay for a name change on Mary's ticket. But first of all, they need to round her up before she goes home. Back in Belfast, Mary has been unable to fly because bride-to-be Kelly booked her ticket in the wrong name.
We'd be prepared to pay the difference.
Change the name?
Yeah.
But there's a sheriff in town, Supervisor Stuart Truelove, and he's ready to come to the girls' rescue.
There's a way around it. What happened is we have a Newcastle flight tonight, so you pay the difference between the flight tonight at 9 o'clock and the flight, what you've already paid.
And this one?
And then then you have to pay an extra £25 for a change.
Yeah.
It means you're going to go on the flight.
Yeah,
I'll be
much
sort of the way
happy.
around it.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
What is it? It's going to try and work. There's going to be a way around it, but no, you can pay the difference between today's flight and tonight's flight plus the name change.
It's for the whole thing, including the transfer. And it's £65 for the change.
It's grand. 2 nights for the hotel anyway. Stuart's kindly letting us pay the difference for Mary to get her on. The difference between tonight's flight and today's flight. And that's my fault. Her fault. My fault. I take full responsibility.
How many pieces of luggage for yourself? And just the one, is it? Yeah.
I'll have to do that again to hurry.
You packed those luggage yourself, yeah?
Bizarrely, the cowgirls have had to buy a new ticket for Mary on a later flight, and then they've paid a £25 transfer fee to get her back onto their flight. With all systems go for a night on the tiles, it's yee-haw as the girls set off to Newcastle.